Libra, and welcome to your April 2018 general reading. I'm just still shuffling the cards here, Libra. 2 pages, okay. The pages are like the aces. They represent the beginnings, new opportunities, new potentials coming your way. I'm just pulling you another card. Give me a minute. So you enter April. I'm going to show you these 2 cards first. The Hangman and the Ten of Swords, okay? A really interesting combination of cards, okay? The Hanged Man is the crown chakra, okay? He is the highest prayer we can ever say in this world is thy will be done, okay? It's a state of surrender. The Hanged Man carries nothing, look. He doesn't even have any coins. He hangs himself upside down deliberately to get a new perspective in life. Sometimes it's not deliberate, it's life circumstances that happen, but it's the same thing. It's so we can find a different perspective, thy will be done. And it's with the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords to me is the same card as the Hanged Man. Because most of our difficulties lie in the Swords cards, which is another way of saying that most of our problems are mind. Yeah, the mind goes round and round and round. It's like a trap that doesn't let us go. This is a huge combination of cards here, Libra. It's almost, there's a huge surrender that seems to have happened for you. That's the only way that I can read these cards. That sort of letting go of the need to control and learning to live in the beautiful flow of life. I know life's not always beautiful, Libra. I really didn't mean it that way. Far from it. But you're allowing your life to unfold. And I pulled your additional guidance card and you got the Empress. So the Empress is about love, okay? She's got the Venus sign here. She rules Mother Earth. She's fertility. She is a most incredible, abundant card. She would also rule things like massage, nutrition. It's about being in your body. And the Empress is about living in your heart in a very earthy, very tangible way. So this is not about love in an abstract sense, but love in a how do I express myself every day, okay? It can be a really hard thing to master here, Libra, especially with the ups and downs of life. We all get hurt, our nervous systems get deranged, and moving into the Empress card is simply about moving into love. But particularly in your daily activities. And actually no, there's no and. Because what you most want is your own card, okay? So it's almost some Librans want balance to be restored to their life, okay? The Justice card is essentially about harvesting, okay? Harvesting, you've done all the work and now you want the outcome, which is really, there's an irony going on here, Libra, because there's been a huge spiritual growth process here. Because these are almost, I know they don't represent, because everyone's trying to get home to the Fool card, okay? That's our true home, here and now. And there's been a huge leap here for you. Because the Hanged Man is a huge step to get back to the Fool card. But so I don't quite know what this is saying, because even though you've got here, there's still a desire to reap the rewards of something. I'm not quite sure what it is. I still think it's something to do with relationships. Because the Eight of Wands is turned up with it. The Eight of Wands could be travel. It's about contacting people, hearing a lot of news. It's a very fast, dynamic energy. And this is what you most want. The Eight of Wands is also a very joyful card, and the Justice card is, it's about seeing the end result of all the work you've been doing. Does that make at all sense to you? It's a striving for balance to come back to your life. Anyhow, I'll come back to it. It'll make sense as we go along. The really good news is your supportive card. This is a card that's looking after you. It's your protector. It's the Six of Wands. This is a victory card. This is a card of successful outcomes to whatever you're working on. Because he's riding in, because he's won this battle, and all the crowd are applauding him because he's achieved what he wanted to do. And it's something to do with some sort of balance being restored in your life, or the legal system working out in your favour. Okay? Now your challenge is the Page of Pentacles. He can be a young earth sign person. So it might be some of you who've got a young teenager who's a bit of a challenge for you. But the Page of Pentacles can also represent something new, okay? Learning a new skill would be the Page of Pentacles, a new job. Sometimes, give me a minute. It's something new, okay? If it's not a person, then it's something to do, like you're learning a new skill, you're learning a new trade, you're starting something new to do with the Pentacles, and you're finding it a bit of a challenge. But for some reason, Libra, I'm not seeing this as a huge deal for you. I don't know why. I might pull you another card here. In your relationship sector, you're waiting on something. So I'm wondering if that's what the Justice card is saying. Okay? You're waiting for the ship to come in. The threes always involve you and significant others. Okay? So when we're involved with other people, there's always a feeling that destiny's out of our control. Okay? Hanged Man, Ten of Swords, absolutely here. So there's a feeling that your destiny's entwined with other people, Libra, and I've got you waiting a little bit. And I think that's why you want this Eight of Wands in this Justice card, because you want more tangible results. You want something that you can hold in your hand. I think that's what the page is saying here. Anyhow, I'll be doing the relationship readings. I've got some time off next week, so they'll be going out next week. Work and money, you've got the Two of Cups. Soulmate card can be about business relationships, partnerships. Again, it's about you communicating with someone else around work issues and around money issues. At the level of your soul, you've got the Death card. Now, please don't worry, because the Death card represents your soul, ultimately, because that's what Scorpio represents. It represents the evolution of your soul. So I think there's a huge change process going on for you, especially when I see these two cards turning up. Because this is moving away from being controlled by the ego mind, okay, that I use it. An ego mind is just that mind, it just doesn't stop. What if this happens? What if this happens? And this is a huge spiritual surrender. Now, spiritual surrender is one of the biggest gifts you can ever give yourself, Libra. And none of us, oh, actually, probably some people do get it completely. I don't. I have to go back and forwards, back and forwards. But these two cards together are pretty huge, by the way, especially in terms of spiritual development. It's that you're moving from your head to your heart, and it doesn't get any better. It's one of the hardest lessons that we're here to do. But there's a deep change going on at a soul level, okay? Now, I'm one of these strange readers who adore the Death card. Okay, I draw the Death card and the Tower card because that's what brings real change into our life. Not the same situations over and over and over again as we go through this karmic wheel, but the death card is evolution, deep transformation at a spiritual level, okay? And then you move, I'm going to pull you another card, then you move to the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is about the forces of attraction, essentially, okay? He's got a few opportunities here, but there's something or someone that's pulling you, Libra. And the wands are always about sexual attraction. It can be new creative potentials, but for some reason, it's not what I'm getting up and pulling. I'm going to pull you another card for this death card. Huge movement from the head to the heart. Or it's just, when we live in the Empress, our life becomes so different. It's like we live in the same world, but we experience it completely different. But I want another card. Yeah, the death card, you've got the Two of Wands, okay? So at a deeper soul level, Libra, you might still be a bit confused about the next step in your life, okay? With this Two of Wands, this Two of Wands is also would be the Lover's card. So it represents two choices. The trick is always to follow your heart, not your head. Because your head would have you just repeating the same patterns, and your heart is the energy that sets you free. Okay? Something going on here at a deep spiritual level, but I've just appeared, and then you've got the Star card, which means you're moving to the healing phase, or a relationship is, because the Ace of Wands is here. That's sexual attraction. This is the Kundalini energy, just bursting through any constraints. It's about passion, creativity, the life force, and moving into a new era. What an incredibly interesting reading you've got, Libra. Just, there's so much in this reading. I could do it forever, but it's the movement from the head to the heart, the Empress, okay? And I know that you're still waiting on something. I can see it. I think it's to do with your relationships, and a feeling that destiny is a bit out of your control, okay? I don't know what's going on at work, but it's underneath the Six of Wands, which is success and victory. And at a deeper spiritual level, it's like you've outgrown a lot of your life, Libra, okay? That's what the death card means. It's like you don't wear the same clothes that you did 20 years ago. So sometimes we need to be like that snake and keep letting go of old identities, old roles, to allow the new to come in. And this is all the new coming in, look. Pretty beautiful, Libra. Very exciting, very dynamic, hugely spiritual. Okay? Look out for the relationship readings. I'm a bit intrigued what's going on for you, Libra. Loads of love. Bye.